Hi, this is a sketch that I did in my book Delusional for a Patreon subscriber, and you can order one off my Patreon if you like, and I'll do a drawing in there for you. And I sped up this video a little bit just to keep it moving and made a couple little edits, so here you go. Play like a show or something, just go freehand, but with these ones, I've been, since I have the time at home, I've been sketching them out first with pencil, which is kind of like how I've been doing my daily drawings. I just watched the Tiger King documentary series, I guess, a mini-series on Netflix, and so I gave this girl a tiger hat. Hopefully this is just a replica and not a I mean, that's what I was thinking, was that she didn't kill this tiger to wear it as a hat. It was more just like a decoration thing. It's not wasn't a real tiger. I usually use one of these Faber-Castell Pitt pens to do these, size S. And I looked at a little reference for this tiger, because I haven't drawn tigers that much, but now I'm just kind of going on my, off my shorthand here, the pencils. I'm going to try to keep this under 10 minutes, or at least 10 minutes. That's the length of the general length of all the time-lapse compilations that I've been doing on my channel here. It's a little easier. I figure this kid is I don't know, maybe like in the world of the Wrenchies or It Will All Hurt. She's kind of like this, you know, most of the characters are children, and they kind of dress in this sort of Mad Max looking gear, usually. I guess that's kind of what I was thinking with this particular character, was that it was someone like the feral child in the Mad Max, the second movie, which was The Road Warrior, I think. Get those mixed up, which was first Mad Max or The Road Warrior, title-wise. It's like I have doing these daily drawings and sketches in people's books. I forget sometimes that I'm trying to keep this under a certain time, and I kind of get lost in the drawing, or lost in my thoughts rather. And making this video public, it's kind of like doing it at a convention or something, where I'd have to remind myself to like concentrate on the drawing constantly just to get it done. And it's like usually there's someone standing over me or like watching me do it, so it's kind of hard for me to concentrate and talk at the same time. But if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, feel free to leave me a message in the comments section. I generally answer your questions so far, which hasn't been a whole lot yet, but don't let that stop you. I kept this drawing fairly loose, the pencil drawing fairly loose. And I guess the ink is as well, but I think if I was doing like an illustration or something, I think it would be probably a little tighter than this, since this is like more detail and better than just doing like a freehand drawing in a sketchbook, or in a book that someone bought from me. I don't know. think there's kind of like a nice quality to loose drawing sometimes too. This drawing in particular has some kind of Miyazaki vibes. The Princess Mononoke character especially. I wasn't necessarily conscious of that when I was sketching it out, but inking it now, it like feels, maybe that was what I had in the back of my mind. Let's see what I do with this foot, and hopefully try to match it up a little. Yeah, I got the a little inconsistent there, so I'm going to do this. Kind of losing it here a little bit. Let's see. And so that's going around there. Let's go like that. There we go. Maybe I edit this video, I can bleep out that swear word. So I'm not exactly sure what the YouTube rules on that are. I know that there had some message they keep saying about having something explicitly for children you have to say or something like that, but I don't, yeah. I'm okay with it not being for children. I just don't want to get in trouble with some upset parent. Should, you know, no judgments on not wanting your children to hear swear words. Seems like it would be a little difficult to keep that from happening, but I don't want to contribute to someone's discomfort. I don't know, I wish I hadn't done that little micro shadow there. I heard Jason Little, who's a cartoonist, refer to those as little micro shadows. I like that. I don't know if he coined that or what, but I use it a lot and try to credit him whenever I do. And it's really easy for me to get caught up in just making little marks all over the place. So sometimes I try to be aware of not overdoing it, but it's hard to know when to stop. You know, it's a John Muir quote. It's like the most important ability in life is the ability to stop. You gotta have good breaks. I read that in it's like some kind of idiot's guide to fixing your VW or VW repair. Remember those books had really good illustration, and it's illustrations in them. And I used to own it was like the only other car I've owned until recently. It's this 1985 VW Scirocco, and love that little guy. And I got rid of it when I moved to New York. I didn't really want to have a car there. It seemed more of like a liability, driving in that city and parking and all that stuff. And I was very broke then. Yeah, I just remember reading that in one of those books, that quote. I think, if I remember correctly, John Muir was like the mascot. That was like the illustrator would just do these little drawings of his face. The famous, I'm assuming it was the same John Muir as the naturalist and preservationist. I'm not exactly sure what you would call him, but he basically the guy that got Teddy Roosevelt to establish Yellowstone and Yosemite, if memory serves. I think there's a picture of them standing together that I liked, and it was like National Geographic or something. That was like, something about that was written in there. And I think I've gone well over the 10 minutes here, so I might edit this down a little bit. Maybe some of the more silent parts. I gotta finish this bag here. Let's see. Maybe she's kind of walking through this weird little alien landscape. I mean, I think it's on Earth still. It's just in the far future where everything's weird. And I originally drawing this as there's an illustration I did in here that's I think it's called 8 a.m. at Union Station, because I drew it at 8 a.m. when I was at Union Station when I was living in New York. I keep bragging about living in New York. I live in Portland, Oregon now, in case you're wondering. But yeah, and that there's like a child kind of walking out of like a skeleton of some kind of big guy. And I was thinking about that when I was drawing this. Maybe they'd be like skeletons, like ribcage bones of some giant or something. But I should let that go when I started sketching the tiger head. So it looks like I'm pretty close to being done here. I might just wrap this up with a signature now. And it looks okay. I mean, I could probably spend like another hour just noodling it and adding little dots and dashes and things to it, but I think I'm gonna call this good. Leave it alone. It's really hard for me to stop picking at it though. I feel like this is good for me that I'm making a video of this, because otherwise I'd probably be here like a couple hours. All right. So I usually do signature somewhere along the bottom here, and I should have asked the wonderful Patreon person if they wanted me to dedicate it to anyone. I did ask if they had an idea what they wanted me to draw, and they were cool and said, you know, do whatever. So I think the drawings usually come out better if I'm not like too stressed about something in particular, if I can just kind of do whatever the mood strikes. And yeah, just add a little bit of shadow back there. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you want to get one of these, this is another one of my books, The Wrenchies. You can get it off my Patreon.